Hello dear children, welcome back. Let's begin the last module of this chapter.
And the objective of this module are, here we are going to understand wildlife, distribution of wildlife in India, need of environmental conservation, at last, government step for protection of flora and fauna in brief. Wildlife. India is also rich in its fauna, animal life. India has approximately 90,000 animal species. They constitute 30% of total wild stock. There are 2,546 species of fish which account for nearly 12% of world's stock. It also shares between 5 to 8% of world's amphibian, reptile and mammals. The existence of animals in our country varies from place to place, and the animals which are found hot wet forest of Assam and Karnataka are elephants. One-horse rhinoceros are found in swampy and marshy land of Assam and West Bengal. Arid areas of Rann of Kutch and Thar Desert are habitat for wild ass and camels respectively. India is only country in the world that has both tigers and lions. The national habitat of Indian lion is Gir forest in Gujarat. Tigers and leopards are found in forests of Madhya Pradesh and Sundarban of West Bengal and Himalayan region. Himalayan region of Ladakh freezing high altitude are home of yak, shaggy horned wild ox. In the rivers, lakes and coastal areas, turtles, crocodiles and gharials are found. Gharial is only respective of the variety of crocodile found in the world today. Peacock, ducks, cranes, pigeons are some of the birds inhabiting the forest and wetland of the country. The wetlands of India are home to many migratory birds such as Siberian crane and flamingo, etc. Need of environmental conservation. Every species has a role to play in the ecosystem, so its conservation is essential. Due to excessive exploitation of plants and animal resource by human beings, the ecosystem has been disturbed. About 1,300 plant species are endangered and 20 species are extinct. Quite a few animal species are also endangered and some have become extinct. These all happen due to the hunting by greedy hunters and pollution due to the chemical and industrial waste, acid deposits. Also, due to the introduction of alien species, the restless cutting of the forest to bring land under the cultivation and inhabitation. Forest and wildlife protection programs by government. The protection of wildlife has long tradition. Many stories of Panchatantra and jungle books have wonderful impact upon young minds to protect flora and fauna. In year 1972, a comprehensive Wildlife Act was enacted by the central government of India, led by Ms. Indira Gandhi, which provide main legal framework for the conservation of wildlife in India. The two main objectives of this act are to provide protection to the endangered species listed in the schedule of act, to provide legal support to the conservation areas of the country classified as national parks, sanctuaries and closed areas. But in spite of all these steps, all of us must realize the importance of natural ecosystem for our own survival. Then only indiscriminate destruction of natural environment will be put to an immediate end. For the purpose of effective conservation of flora and fauna, special steps have been initiated by the Government of India in the collaboration with the UNESCO. There are 92 national parks and 492 wildlife sanctuaries. Now let us see the features of national park. It is a relatively large area consisting of one or more ecosystem, and it operates at national level. No human activity or settlement allowed, that is, human interference is totally prohibited. Villagers cannot graze their animals, and national parks have extremely strict rules about the jungle produce, collection for the honey, etc. Wildlife sanctuaries. In wildlife sanctuaries, regulated human activities are allowed, for example, gazing of animals, firewood collection and tourism. It can be created for a particular species, which is not the case with the national parks. Wildlife sanctuaries operate at a state level. A sanctuary can be upgraded to the national park but not vice versa. Special schemes like Project Tiger, Project Elephant are introduced by the government to conserve some of the endangered species and their habitat in the sustainable manner. Project Tiger. Let us see the features of Project Tiger. Under Project Tiger, there are 50 tiger reserves in India which are governed by Project Tiger, administered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority, which is also called as NTCA. India is the home to 70% of tigers in the world. In 2006, there were 1,411 tigers, which increased to 1,706 in 2011 and 2,226 in 2014. The total number of wildlife tigers has risen to 3,891 in 2016. Project Elephant. Under this, it initiates for the protection of elephants, their habitats and corridors. Also seeks to address the issues of human-elephant conflict and welfare of domesticated elephants. The project is being implemented in 13 states and union territories. It also monitors the illegal killing of elephants. Project Snow Leopard. Let us see the main objective of this project. The main objective is to safeguard and conserve India's unique natural heritage of high-altitude wildlife, population and habitats. Snow leopard is globally endangered species and the most important species of Himalayan region. Project Turtle. With the objective of conservation of olive ridley turtles and other endangered marine turtle, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change initiated the Turtle Conservation Project in collaboration of UNDP in 1999 with the Wildlife Institute of India. This project is being implemented in 10 coastal states of country with the special emphasis in the states of Orissa. Biosphere Reserves. A biosphere reserve is unique presentation of ecosystem of terrestrial and the coastal area. Biosphere reserve zones. Core zone, central area that has to be kept undisturbed of all activities except research which do not disturb wildlife. Buffer zone, some light activities like tourism, fishing, grazing, etc. are allowed which do not disturb the core zone. Research activities are encountered here. Next comes transition zone, outmost part and not delimited, but activities have to be harmonious with the biosphere reserve. Conservation reserves, the area adjacent to the national park and the sanctuaries and the area which link to the protected area with another is called as the conservative reserves. Community reserves, that can be declared by the state government in any private or community land. Let us see some biosphere reserve centers in India.
So that's all about this chapter, dear children. Soon meet you in the next module with new chapter. Till then, stay happy, stay safe.
Let's do some questionnaire. Where do flamingo migrate in large numbers in India? Rann of Kutch, Corbett, Nilgiri or none of these? Next question is, Wildlife Protection Act was implemented in India in 1967, 1987, 1972 or 1976. Last question is, Royal Bengal tiger is found in arid forest, tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest or mangrove forest. Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.